was like,
let's bring this back full circle because you're speaking with a lot of emotion right now, and to be honest, you're not really making a point.
Okay, so notice first off, right off the bat, okay. Notice how first off, dude is clearly balding, so his opinion is automatically, since he's a balding misogynist, his opinion is automatically worth less. Also, notice how he adjusted his mic and how he's saying that she's reacting out of emotions, even though these idiots, these dumbasses on this podcast just get on here with their fancy little microphones and just take dumps on women all day long, but they want to say that she's emotional. Yeah, 100%. I can get, I can get behind that.
I
sure.
said at the time,
I'm kidding, by the way.
men and women, it's a delicate dance between the two genders to get what they want. Correct? I said men want sex, women want resources, attention, money, time, whatever it is from a man. It changes per girl. Some girl.
No, to say that. So first off, you as a man do not speak for me as a man, because I do not necessarily. Not even. I wouldn't even say necessarily. I do not look for sex in my relationships with women. I just look to have a good time. If that leads to sex, then fine. But it is also completely fine and completely okay with you just remaining friends with the opposite sex. I know, mind-boggling. Also, maybe men just seek, lady companionship because they want lady friends, because they want a different outlook on life. Like, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but like sometimes when I'm sitting around with, I like my dudes, I like my dude friends, but sometimes I get tired of sitting around with dudes. Like, okay, listen, dick jokes get annoying and get boring after 20 minutes, okay? They get really annoying and boring after 20 minutes.
Girls want money, some girls want attention, some girls want time, or some girls want a hot guy, whatever it is. But
and the fact that he boiled it down to just men want sex is a major self-report for him. I would never say that, like, about, and I didn't. Like what I just said, like, and with my rebuttal, like, the fact that he said, I gotta have him on. I gotta have this dude on. I gotta have these dudes on. Like, they self-report all the time. Every single time they do this crap, they self-report. Every time. Every single time. Also, take this off. Take this ugly, nasty chain off.
There's a multivariate requirement from women of what they want. Men typically it's just sex. So in that regards of intersexual dynamics between men,
he's literally just speaking for himself, okay? He's literally just speaking for himself. Like,
and women.
Okay.
I'm saying you're not special because you're
like, if I just wanted sex, I wouldn't be in a relationship but see, also I have the confidence that I can go out and get that intercourse if I want to, consensually, of course, absolutely consensually, and not being creepy, not using any sort of coercion or whatever, but simply because I'm a cool person. This is how I am, But like, if I wanted that, I wouldn't be in a relationship. Obviously, since I'm in this relationship, and this is just how I think, I want more than just sex. I know, wild thought that you want, a relationship, you want a relationship with another person that, I don't even know how to explain it, basically. It's almost like, I don't want to say magic, but do you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, people don't just get with people because of like this, dare I sound like a capitalist here, but this is what they say, the transactional, like everything is like, every relationship is like a transaction, and it's like, no. Some people just want vibes. Like these guys, they can't vibe. That's what it is. They have no vibe.
Like every other girl, you want to get resource, time, attention, or whatever it may be, commitment from a man, and a man wants to get sex from you. So when it comes to that, we're talking about biology of what men want from women. You are not special. You are just like every other girl, just like I'm every other guy. The difference is this. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm special, I'm Aaron Gaines.
But like, you act like you're special. You act like you're not just any other guy. Aren't you alpha males the kinds of people that are saying like you're alpha males because you're not like every other guy, and because you're like superior to every other man out there, and because you're like this grand, the grand poobah of men and shit. Like, what do you lie again, please, Baldy? Lie again.
I can do this and that. We we said all the time, city boys up, but like we don't sit here and try to make ourselves look
What's that even mean?
special. We're regular guys.
Doesn't try to make themselves look special. Microphones. What's this called? Or like fancy microphones, because we know they only have these to pose. And the chain here, this weird jacket, the Joe Rogan Experience looking shit. Not saying that all neon signs of the Joe Rogan experience. There's been a high rise in fashion. Yes, there has been a high rise in fascism. The weird plant. What is this back here? What? Okay. Anyways,
we want sex. It is what it is. But women run around and say, "I'm special. I'm different." Oh no. It's like, nah, bro. Y'all don't live in reality a lot of times. You guys say, "I deserve that. I deserve this. I'm special." Someone looks at me as special. Like, bro. At the end of the day, you're a woman. I'm a guy. You are playing the game to get what you want out of the relationship. I'm playing the game to get what I want out of the relationship.
Again, this is a self-report. It's not, relationships aren't games. And this is the problem. Little boys like this think they're men, and they're not. They're not men. They're little boys still stuck in high school, maybe even elementary school, where they think that, like, you know, the only way to get a woman to be attracted to you is to have big muscles and a lot of money. Like, which, again, that's a very elementary my dear Watson, way of viewing these relationships with people. And it's pretty freaking toxic to view relationships this way and act as though every relationship is a transaction. Again, these dudes, part of the reason why they're so miserable is because they can't just vibe. They have no vibe. They don't have this swagger that they think they have, and they're just little boys that never grew up.
Or temporary relationship, whatever it is. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm special. That's what I'm talking about. You can say you're special in other regards, but I'm talking about between men and women. That is the game. That's how it is.
No, hold on. Just real quick. So
yeah, they're emotionally immature. Exactly, especially like 100%. They're emotionally immature.
There's a lot of articles about you, right, out there, or things that you do, or they say that you do. Obviously speaking, there are articles. It could be fake. It could be, who knows? Isn't it?
Why is his mic so low?
Agenda being pushed there, right? So we're asking you. Tell us about you, who you really are.
Yeah, because you said we're wrong.
Excuse me.
Because we can assume off of articles, but that may not be true. Just like
Also, I hate to say this, but you can't look like this and have these opinions. I'm sorry. You can't look like these two and have these opinions. You two look like the henchmen in like some weird movie that was based on some weird, like, you know, off-putting movie that's like that's a movie adaptation of like a video game. That's what you guys look like. You guys look like you're a Koopa Troopa, you're a Goomba. Like
you said earlier, clip and obvious, but who is Brittany R? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
I feel like the biggest thing that people have.
Also, I don't mean to be like, I don't mean to sound misogynistic, but she is the best looking thing on this screen right now. Like in this box. In this little box that they're sitting in, she is the best looking thing. They have no right. Those other things over there have no right telling this beautiful queen right here. They have no right talking to her the way that they've been talking to her. They have absolutely no right. And look like that. You can't. You're shooting yourself twice. You're shooting yourself twice, my dude. You have no right. They have no freaking right. They brought a woman on here that was clearly out of their league, like, to begin with, and decided that they were just gonna take a massive dump on her and some shit. Like, they I don't know, did they invite her? No, yeah, I guess they invited her. Okay, yeah.
Have wrong about me is that it's
yeah, and she's rocking that beanie too. Like, she's the hair, the beanie, everything. There was not a flaw on this woman right now.
Always been money motivated, and that for me, I'm not gonna lie, if I was a gold digger, I'd be a really fucking stupid one. Okay. So I think that what's the most hurtful is that what I want when I think about a relationship and a man is I do want the commitment. I do want someone to travel the world with, spend time with, build a family with.
How do straight men claim to be straight and just talk shit on women? Because the thing is, these men don't actually like women. A large part of it, like I said, I do think that these guys probably do like women, but I think a large part of it is they're frustrated. They're frustrated because they can't get lucky. That's really what it is. They can't get lucky, so they, instead of looking inward to themselves and their own misogyny and reflecting on the relationships that they've had in the past, not even with just women, but with men too, like friendships and stuff that they've had with men too. Because I bet you these dudes probably are not the greatest male friends to have with like, or not the greatest male friends to have from like a man-to-man perspective. They probably suck even in like the regard of like being a male friend to another male, or to a man friend to another man. Instead of looking inward into themselves and fixing what's wrong with them to help themselves have better relationships with other people, they have to bring everybody else down to their level. They have to go out and shit on other people. They love people like her who are confident and, you know, they're they're sure about who they are and they're comfortable with who they are and everything. They love bringing people on here that look like her and shitting on them, because then they can repackage their idea of like masculinity, that's really just toxic masculinity and low self-esteem, really not having any sort of confidence whatsoever, repackaging it and then selling it to little boys and teenage boys, and profiting off of that sale in the form of, like, you know, views, because I'm sure they get paid for their views and shit. But yeah, that's why. Because they're emotionally immature, they're emotionally unavailable, and they don't want to admit that. Because I think a big problem with men in our society is that men are not taught how to handle and deal with emotions. That's it. That's what it is. Men are not taught how to handle and deal with emotions, and as a result, you get men like this. It's another systemic thing that we need to fix.
And I genuinely feel like, you know, one of the messages that I pushed early on when I was on Instagram is like, I'm the biggest man hater, fuck these guys, but really in reality, you have to want a man. You're gonna have to have that mentality. I need a man to create this type of life that I'm wanting. So I think, like, it has just been really hurtful to be accused of, like, money makes me happy, this is gonna be it. And I've had all of that. I had money on my own, I had a man with money, and it wasn't enough. Right. It wasn't enough. So
what happened?
For me, I don't.
What happened? Why do they all look that way? Okay.
No, I just feel like a naive girl, to be honest.
Also, isn't this dude right here, isn't he insanely anti-black and like a Republican, or was a Republican, and like hated Black Lives Matter? Like, this guy looks very familiar. Isn't this him? Isn't this that dude?
It's because I do believe that.
Also, I think a lot of men like this are secretly gay. And but the thing is, especially in the black community, there's so much like innate homophobia, with like an internal homophobia in the black community, even though black LGBTQ members paved the way for the LGBTQ community, but whatever. That's for another discussion, I guess.
There are good people who want the same things that I want, but I just have not met that guy that we're on the same page where we both want commitment. We both value the relationship outside of sex, outside of what we could create together too. Because even outside of that, in my mind, there's still like, where's the magic? Like, why be in a relationship if it is just so black and white? Like, oh, it's just sex. Oh, it's just, I have a roof over my head. I get this lifestyle. That's it. I'm supposed to be happy.
So you want a connection?
I think all of us long for that. I don't want to generalize all of us and say like, oh, that makes everybody happy. But I think generally most people do long for a connection, and that's been me. And yes, I've kind of probably sought that in some questionable characters, but I think that's where my lens is just a little different, where I feel like you really don't know a person until you know a person. So just because someone plays basketball, why would I assume, oh, he's never going to be faithful to me? Because that's a generalization, and that's not healthy either, because not everyone is like that.
So I understand your point of view a little bit more now. Question for you: do you regret posting online stuff about men that you said in the past? Because I feel like that paints a picture of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, why does he look angry? Like, his brow is like permanently stuck, like there. And also, bro, you can't be balding and also not have a. Never mind.
Oh, what? Damn. She might finesse me if I get with her. So I'm gonna play a game with her.
I think a lot of things that I posted did not age well. I can't go back about anything I said. I think the biggest thing I can do now is lead by example and kind of, you know, show women, if you want certain things.
We are almost 5 minutes into this video, and I have not found the reality that she has not been able to understand. Also, again, another video that has fallen. YouTube should not have gotten rid of the dislikes, okay? Because this video, they have 585,000 subscribers, 135,909 views, and 4,500 likes. Plus L plus fall off plus ratio.
You can't really do certain shit. You can't say that men ain't shit, but then you want a husband. It's counterproductive. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know?
Would that also go into...
Okay, but that is true with men and women too. You can't say that women ain't shit and then be out here dating women. You can't say that men ain't shit and then be out here dating men. Like,
because what they also say on their podcast is, for example, if you're a woman who is interested in later having a husband and a family, if you're posting certain pictures, if you're doing certain activity, if you're, for example, publicizing that you've been with a bunch of other dudes,
right,
you're greatly reducing the percentage of dudes who would be attracted to that.
I take you serious.
Yeah. So that's the term they use.
I think that from a general standpoint, I think that is a fair perspective. Absolutely. I think there are a lot of guys who, first of all, we all have our own insecurities that we're working through. Second of all, you add social media and then you're posting your body or you're posting certain things. Yes, you're going to weed out your options naturally, depending on the guy. Now, I do think that when you, like I am, I'll just use me as an example. When you're out here like me, you're going to have to get a guy who doesn't give a fuck either, who doesn't care what they say. And to be honest, at this point, at this stage in the game, it does feel like a unicorn. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to settle or I'm going to give up or I'm going to think, well, no man's ever going to take me seriously. I just haven't met the right guy. So it's like, yeah, from the general standpoint, there are probably a lot of...
That's another thing that I feel that a lot of people don't understand is that, like, okay, you struck out. Okay, it wasn't, it didn't go how you wanted it to go. That doesn't mean that, like, every person out there is, shitty. There's a lot of people, so there's a very good chance you're gonna meet a shitty person.
I'm gonna settle or I'm gonna give up or I'm gonna think, well, no man's ever gonna take me seriously. I just haven't met the right guy. So it's like, yeah, from the general standpoint, there are probably a lot of people that would not give me a chance. But that's okay. That's one less heart to break, like, whatever.
All right, so I'll say this real quick. Because you mentioned, like, mainstream media tries to paint you into something like being a gold digger or whatever. If you watched our show, then you would know that we actually tell girls all the time, get the best guy that you can get. Here's the reality. We understand women like you. We know how women like you operate. It is what it is. We actually...
Oh, really? You do? You do? Oh, really? I can't wait. Dude, I can't wait to hear what they're gonna say.
We tell guys all the time, yo, girls are gonna want the biggest, brightest, and best deal that they can get when it comes to men. Hypergamy is a real thing. Women date up. And we accept that and we acknowledge that. Here's the reality.
That wasn't my point.
But here's let me bring it full circle. The point is this. She's saying mainstream media is trying to...
Yeah, she's ganged up on by 3 misogynists, but, like, I feel like she's holding herself, dare I say, holding frame. That's a joke to, if you've seen the video of the guy talking about holding frame, it's a joke. She's holding pretty well. Like, look at her posture and the way that she's holding herself in comparison to, like, these other two dudes. Like, yeah, she has a few nervous fidgets here and there, but also, I would imagine that she's having those fidgets because she's ganged up on by 3 misogynists.
Paint you as a gold digger or whatever. The reason why they do that is because most guys think men and women are the same. They think they're equal. They think, oh my God, this is a travesty. This woman wants to date a guy just because he has money and he has affluence and he's popular. No shit, Sherlock, but we live in a world now where we tell men and women, you're the same and you can do everything, and women are supposed to like you for you. But we acknowledge these uncomfortable truths that women love opportunistically, men tend to love idealistically. Girls want a guy that is...
Wait. Sorry.
You're the same and you can do everything, and women are supposed to like you for you. But we acknowledge these uncomfortable truths that women love opportunistically, men tend to love idealistically.
Okay, I think I get what he means by opportunistically. I think he means, like, getting it when you can and stuff like that. I don't agree with it, but I think I understand where he's coming from. What does he mean idealistically? Like, what does he mean? Okay.
girls want a guy that is better than them. It's been that way since the beginning of time. But in the West, in general, United States, where feminism is strong and women tend to be looked at as equals.
Oh, okay. So the overall thing is, feminism sucks. Okay. So here's the thing. I don't think that women don't want a man that is, better than them. They just want one that they find attractive. If they and I honestly think that with anybody, men, women, anybody who dates, anybody, okay? You're automatically going to look at somebody who you want to date, and due to infatuation and attraction, you're automatically by default going to think that that person is better than you. I look at Paige every day, every single day, and I go, why is she still here? Because she could probably do so much better than me. Like, I think about that all the time, and then turns out she feels the same way about me. She wonders why I'm still here because she feels like I could do so much better than her. That's just how things are. When you're attracted to someone, you think very highly of that person. That's a natural thing that everybody does. My partner and I do the same for over 10 years. Yeah, everybody does it all the freaking time. All the freaking time. They don't even know where the button. Yeah. That's the same way it is with me. Yeah. It's how everybody is. It's not just women. It's men. Again, oh my God, how do they have this many followers? These have to be hate watchers, because if you believe his shit, you are telling on yourself, dude. You are telling on yourself, and it's bad. I feel bad for you.
Reverts to kind of what you're doing, which is like, hey, I want a guy that has his shit together, which there's nothing wrong with that. We actually applaud women that exercise that ability and use their looks to get the best man, because that is your ultimate weapon. It's not your education, it's not your career, it's not how much money you make. So we actually agree with women like you.
Wait. Hold on. Is it in frame? Is it in frame on my webcam? So this right here, I dropped out of college. This right here is a picture, a drawing of Paige's college, and then that right there is Paige's degree on the wall. One of the things that I liked about Paige was the fact that she was educated and the fact that she is smart. That's one of the things that I liked about her. It's not just looks. I'm sorry to tell people, to tell any women that were thinking that, oh, people, it's only looks, but I really don't think any woman thought that, really. It's not just about looks. Looks only go so far. I've met plenty of attractive people in my lifetime that I've said no to because of the fact that they were kind of dumb. I'm sorry, I don't like dumb people. I don't even like dumb people. Like, it's not even just women either. It's like dude friends as well. I don't like hanging around dumb people. I don't like hanging around unintelligent people.
And where it's coming from. The reason why mainstream media can't accept it is because they think men and women are equal. They think they're the same. So they look at it like, oh my God, it's crazy. She just wants to date a guy because he's popular, he makes money. We accept that, and we know that over here on our side of the internet. It's just that mainstream media is not going to like it because they're not used to a girl leveraging her beauty to get the best guy that she can get. We know that on our side. And that's what we teach guys.
But why do you think that is? Why do you think, okay, and here's again, they don't think. They do not think before they open their mouth. So, like, why do you think that women are able to... Oh, my bad. I gotta make the camera smaller. My bad. I don't have a stream deck yet. My bad. Anyways. And even if I did, my current computer would not be able to run the stream deck. I'm saving up to buy a new one. So, what do they think? Like, hold on. I gotta rehear that again. I gotta hear that again.
Internet. It's just that mainstream media is not going to like it because they're not used to a girl leveraging her beauty to get the best guy.
There it is. Okay. Why do you think that women feel as though they can leverage their beauty to get the best man that they want? Like, from his logic, right? From his standpoint. Why do you think they feel that way? Is it because there is a market on women's looks and women's bodies? Because we fetishize women's bodies. We fetishize women's looks. We over-sexualize us as men, over-sexualize women. Because, see, here's the funny part. The same people that will watch this kind of BS are the same dudes that will comment about a girl's looks. I see this shit on TikTok all the time of a girl, many of whom that I'm friends with, responding to comments from dudes where the dude is was not even complimenting her on her looks, but is instead massively insulting her because she doesn't look a certain way or because she's not acting a certain way. Mainly it's because of the fact that they think she doesn't look a certain way because, I don't know, for some reason a girl could be this thick and that somebody will still sit there and call her fat. I don't understand, but yeah, why do you think that is? It's because us men fetishize women. Maybe if you want that to stop fetishizing freaking women. Okay. Because they and yeah, that's another thing. They do. Women value themselves. Meanwhile, we men tend to value ourselves less. And this is because we do not have that same, we as men do not value each other. We see each other as competition all the time for women's affections and making money and all this other kind of shit. There's not a togetherness among men, or if there is, it's to shit on women, like what's going on right here. We never boost and uplift each other as men. Yeah, you compliment a man once, it'll make his week. Yeah, get a man fetish. Yeah, get a man fetish, 100%. Isn't that right, Tosh? Isn't that right, Natasha? Isn't that right?
Yeah, we know that on our side. And that's what we teach guys. This is how very attractive women...
What the hell is... What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my God.
Operate. They're going to use their looks and their ability and, you know, I don't want to say manipulation, but I guess you could say manipulation because girls have a lot more game than guys. That's what game typically comes down to get the best guy that they can get. And it is what...
And that goes back down to the confidence thing. Maybe instead of teaching men that they have to find confidence in shitting on women, you could just teach men to find confidence in themselves.
It is. You just need to know how to operate and move around that, you know? So we understand these uncomfortable truths.
Ooh, yes, Harkin song. Most men aren't comfortable enough in their sexuality to be able to compliment other men. 100% facts. 100%, yo. 100%. The whole got game thing is disgusting to me and needs to be deconstructed. I don't know if I think it's disgusting. I just think it's the way in which it's been portrayed. Like, I consider, you know, just talking to somebody, you know, anybody, just, you know, being able to carry a conversation. I consider that to be game, yo. Like, just be able to be social. The thing is, people like this don't know how to be social, and they think the ways in which they think them being toxic is them having game and being social. That's the problem. But I do think it does need, there are parts of it that need to be deconstructed. Those are the same guys that use compliments to manipulate people. Yeah.
Men and women are not the same. And here's the thing.
Natasha, get out of that bag. Do y'all see this bitch? Do y'all see her? Do y'all see her over there? Right over here? Do y'all see her? By the tube? What are you doing? Natasha! Can I throw something at her? Stop it. Stop that. No, get out of mommy's bag. Tosh! I don't care. She left it in the middle of the floor. You know what? I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna go get her. Tosh! That is not for you. Hold on, everyone. I apologize. We have a disturbance. No. This is not for you. You guys saw my Batman jammies. Whoops. You guys saw my Batman jammies, and it's all Tasha's fault. Stop that! Stop that! How? I accidentally pinched myself. Anyways, continuing. She looks so betrayed. She always is like that. Got game is just being able to interact with someone else with positive reactions. I mean, yeah, honestly, at least that's what it should be. That's what it should be.
We know we're not here to shame you for it. Like, it's kind of funny because like people say, oh, do fresh and fit shame women for exercising their options? No, we just tell guys this is how women really move. But mainstream media isn't ready.
No, you don't do that. You tell women you think you know how women move, but you don't, as you've clearly displayed in this NSFW. Yeah, 100%. My Batman jammies, NSFW. What are you Get down from there! Why are you up there? Why are you up there? Get down! That's my wallet. Natasha. Get down. Or sit. I don't care. Yeah, it's official. Natasha is the star of the broadcast. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Ready for that.
Is that a fair depiction?
You took the bag. You took the bag. She takes the wallet. That is true. You took the bag. She was like, all right, fine. You know, just like these women out here, they just want you for your money and they just want your wallet, bro. Be a high value alpha man.
How you go about
I can't.
getting with the guy. Like you're using and leveraging what you have going for you to get the highest value guy, essentially.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me say this too. A lot of girls, the only difference between you and these other girls is you're open about it. You're honest about it.
You're honest about it.
And people can't handle honesty. And it's kind of funny because they try to crucify people like me and you because we're both honest in what we do. I'm honest about how women move and how guys need to move to adapt to the new dating marketplace. You're honest about, hey, all these guys ain't worth shit. This is how you move and you leverage your beauty to get out what you want.
But like she talked about how she was toxic in the past and how she didn't she talk about how she was toxic in her past and how like she learned from it and like looked internally and reflected upon herself and then, you know, moved on with her life. Like, isn't that what she said earlier?
Like, we're on opposing ends of the spectrum of you're helping the girls get what they want and I'm trying to help the guys get what they want. But I understand where you're coming from. But mainstream society doesn't understand people like us because we're honest.
And one last point. We brought on Blue Jasmine on our show, right? Everyone's bashing her and saying, oh, you're this, you're that.
We agree with her.
We agreed with her. we validated her points. Yo, we got you. We understand. So
She was tripping on certain points, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if she told you.
She did say that. She did say that earlier, although I don't think saying men are shit is toxic. And Mayo having game is 6 part looks, 3 parts money, and 1 part confidence. I think it's more. I think having game is more confidence, and this is something we need to build in men. Is just this is being confident in yourself as a man. In my opinion, just be confident. Like I got to where I am in my relationship because I was a confident dude, and I was like, you know, let's go, let's do it. Like, let's you know. You don't have to, you can think that you're the shit without being toxic with it, if that makes any sort of sense. Like, I think I'm the shit. I would like to believe that I'm not toxic with the way in which I think I'm the shit, but pretty spot on. Confidence is hot as hell. Yeah, like it is. Like, confidence, like, I think I don't think enough men understand just how important, how much of an important cornerstone confidence is in, you know, finding a partner, in my opinion.
If she breaks up with a guy, she expects her ex-boyfriend to pay her bills.
Well, we understand the mentality, but we don't say
Bro, when she said that shit, I was like, bro.
As a woman, money points can be placed in other categories. Yeah, so, okay, so here's the thing. Like, when Paige and I first started dating, because we really first started dating, like, right before COVID, and, like, I basically, like, lost my job. So, like, for a good while, she was paying the majority of the bills, and she did not mind doing that because she loved and cared for me. So, like, I was always broke, and it never stopped me from being a slut. 100%. 100%. That is the beauty of, in a mutual and healthy relationship. 100%. Yeah. I love my chat. I love you guys.
80 to 90% of girls think that way. They just will never admit it.
We give her props. You know what? Got you.
A lot of girls feel that way. And that's why I say that, because we live in a world now where men are, assumed to be like equal to women, and vice versa. So girls can't really exercise. Hey, I want to just be able to depend on a guy, even though deep down that's what they want.
Is that a modern way of thinking for most women, or is it like?
But like, no. Again, the problem with these dudes, like, yeah, she said a couple things that were kind of but like the problem with these dudes is that they're saying things that are sweeping generalizations of women. Even though, like, as I'm listening to what they're saying, hello, Yellow. As I'm listening to like what they're saying, I'm just thinking in the back of my head, like, wait, but I know several women that are like not like that. Like, when she has an attractive mind, insert Pacha meme. Yeah, 100%. Insert the Pacha meme. Yeah. The whole using women and girls interchangeably and using girls more than women is so yeah, it is. Like, it's the small things that just leads to that misogyny. It just rises to the surface more and more with every. Natasha, where did you go? Oh, what are you doing?
It's always kind of been like that.
It just has the misogyny just rising to the surface.
What it's come in and it's told women you need to chase a career, chase a bag, make money. But the reality is, we know from the studies, and we just know in general from a big predicator on female happiness is a family and children. It's not a career making money.
So no, again, it's the sweeping generalization. Some women want to be trad wives. Some do. Some women want to chase careers. Some women want to just be left alone with a house full of dogs or cats or art. Some men want that stuff too. Just like when I said women, just sub men into that, okay? Like, people are different. Everybody's different. People want different things. Like, it's not and it's this incel, like, this incel tradcon shit, traditionalist shit that is hurting that's like hurting society. And these are the kinds of arguments that also just lead and segue directly to, like, anti-abortion, anti-women's rights, all those kinds of arguments. They segue directly into that shit. They just fly right into it.
And we've brought so many girls on our show that are in their 30s, whatever. They break down and cry in tears, bro, on air. I wish I got married. I wish I had kids, blah, blah, blah. Because they have this money, they have the success. But women don't derive the same pleasure from success like men do, because men were built for this. Like, if you don't produce...
How were we built for this? That was not something. I bet you he's gonna say something. If he says something that is biology, like, I will honestly be surprised. But if he says something that is like, that he thinks is biology, but really is just something that is a societal norm, like, I would not be surprised. My partner has the best taste in books and intelligent, kind, confident energy. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't fucking understand. Like, I can't even respond to it. Like, I'm stun locked because the shit he says is so stupid. It's so astronomically stupid that, like, I can't figure out a valid counter argument to it. Like,
as a man, you're based on what you create. Like,
yep. See, society. What did I say? Societal construct. It's a societal construct that we need to deconstruct. Men need to not be valued based off of what they create. But then again, it's not even just men. It's women too. Women are. Would you not say? I would say, babies. A lot of people, especially on the right, value women only if they're, like, out here popping out babies. It's the same thing. Like, women, both women and men in this capitalist hellhole that we live in are valued based off of what they can create.
From, like, outside in the world, women are based on what they create.
Yeah, normalize the term partner, 100%. She legit watched One Piece for me. She would just watch One Piece for me. Just past episode 425. Now that show shows commitment. Yeah, One Piece. Oh yeah, keep her.
Inside their bodies, bringing children to life. Like, that's what women do, and that's what men do since the beginning of time.
Thank you, nobody, for commenting on Twitch.
Women should
TikTok.
go ahead and chase a career, but it leaves a lot of women unhappy. Like, 1 in 4 women now runs around on antidepressant and anxiety medication because they chase this career.
But because chasing a career, and I'm saying this as someone who's chasing something that I want to do. The thing is, a lot of times, and I talk about this, I think, in the pro gamer video that I uploaded on my YouTube channel, and that is that, like, because of the fact that we're always chasing the bag, and again, it's capitalism, we're always chasing the bag, we're always chasing, always on that grind, and also said, sometimes we want to just sit and just be. Sometimes we want to just sit and vibe. Sometimes we want to just sit and just, soak up the sun's rays and just relax. But the thing is, we can't because we're always hustling. We're always on that grind set. We're always chasing money. We're always chasing validation and money and what have you. Sometimes people just want to chill with their family. They just want to chill with a loved one. They want to just chill and just be and just exist. But capitalism doesn't let us just exist.
And this money, but it doesn't actually give them fulfillment. How many rich?
It's not because so what he's saying, he's not saying that capitalism is the problem, even though capitalism is the problem. What he's saying is the problem is that women are out doing things. That is what he is saying is the problem. And that is wrong. That's not the problem. The problem is that people are basically, in a way, forced to go out and do things. So people would rather go out and do things that they want to do. So they chase careers. Men and women, by the way. Verily, yeah. She's gonna keep her better, do everything. Yeah, keep her. Yeah, and even when we aren't working for whichever reason, we still have to think about money thanks to capitalism because we need to survive. So we still can't enjoy not working when we are forced to work. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
I mean, me and you both know that make money and they're sad.
Yesterday, well, the ones I know, it's because
they make money and they're still sad because they're still not fulfilled. Because again, like I realized it like watching TV. Okay, like for watching TV and shit. Like, you want to know, you want to look at capitalism. Go sit in a intersection where there's a speedway. There will literally be dollar signs in the fucking air. Okay, like, don't even. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's no fulfillment. And it's not because these women belong in the home. It's because we as people spend so much time chasing the bag that we disassociate ourselves from other people. It has nothing to really do with the fact that the woman is not in the home. That's not what it has to do with. It's the fact that capitalism has destroyed the home. Capitalism has destroyed families. It's destroyed relationships. That is the problem. Unfettered, lazy, and unfair capitalism, see what I did there, is the reason why people do not have fulfillment, even when they have everything that they could ever want, because they're still enslaved. In many cases, they're still enslaved to themselves, even if they're self-employed, because they have to keep working all the time to get money, to continuously get money.
Doing OnlyFans and they're compromising their character. Like
Why did he bring OnlyFans into this? Many women who do OnlyFans have said that they felt liberated since they started doing sex work because they make so much money. All they have to do is like post a couple pictures or a couple videos, and they make a shit ton of money doing it because, again, we've made a market off of women's bodies. Men have made a market off of women's bodies. You can't see what people like this one. They think that people like that bring up OnlyFans, they think that women should just drop their clothes and strip because they want it. They think that they should have unlimited access to a woman's body at any point in time. That's what they think. That's what these guys think. And that's why they bring up OnlyFans, because men don't like the idea that they have to, that now women are like, all right, you're going to sexualize me? Pay for it. Pay for the sexualization that you keep doing to me. Pay for it. If you're going to make me uncomfortable, you will have to pay me for it. And I 100% support it.
Bro, like really successful women that go to school and make it, they make a lot of money and they're still not happy because.
Well, I would say it's a trade-off, right? So like, you know, if someone, kind of neglected the social life, neglected dating, didn't really kind of see what's out there because they're focused on school, and I mean it goes from both sides. I think there's a lot of doctors who really miss out on social life. They get to the end of the rainbow in terms of getting to their career, and they're 34 years old. They've never dated and had the experiences that maybe somebody who's 20. Again,
because these people are not able to date. They're not able to date because they're continually focusing on their hustle and their grind set because society incentivizes that they do that. Men and women, not just women. It's men and women. I would love if I could just be home with Paige and my cats for like an entire week straight. If Paige, like during quarantine, I was living my dream. I should have started my content creation back then and really should have like really should have like started like on Twitch, YouTube, and everything, but I didn't because I'm stupid. But like I was just enjoying, just soaking up all the time I could with Paige and our cats. And I had a grand time. It was amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. We'll be back later. Paige should be home any minute now, and then we're gonna go to like Best Buy or Walmart or something and buy me a new. I think I'm gonna go to Best Buy for the camera. We're gonna go buy me a new camera from Best Buy, maybe even a new tripod if it doesn't come with one. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Do not be afraid to tag me in videos on TikTok. Please subscribe to the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Just follow me everywhere. Do it all. Do it all. Just not Eli Monty. You can literally just look me up anywhere. Look me up anywhere. Same thing as it's the same thing as the username. I'm super easy to find anywhere. Please join the Discord. Join the Discord. Dare I sound like Prime Case when I say this, but heart and soul of the community. Join the Discord, and yeah. So I will see you guys on the next page.